Hi, this is Morgan Pierce, and this is our ICO review slot from the Crypto Divas. I'm Morgan Pierce of Digital Wealth Coach, and I have my partner.
Hi, I'm Gillian Godsell, and I'm a crypto journalist and ICO advisor and blockchain lover, I think. That's me.
And today we have as our guest Philipe Comini, who is the CEO of Gimmer. And Philipe, we're going to go straight into the questions. So for novices, for people who know nothing about trading bots, tell us about trading bots and why you would want to use one.
Sure. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to be here with you, talking to you. And definitely that's a very good question. We get this all the time. And it's very important to mention that, to explain, in fact, what bots are. Bots, they are a piece of software, or they are a program that they are built to operate a repetitive task or to mimic a certain human behavior. So as an example, we have chatbots. You're actually chatting on a specific website and you're thinking you're talking to somebody, but in fact, you're chatting to a bot. So that's a program that is being built to replicate a human behavior.
And so a trading bot replicates traders' behavior that knows what they're doing.
Yes, so when you start to do your trades, you have your strategy behind the actual trade and your trading strategy, that's how it's called. And you have to input certain actions to buy or sell, depending on market conditions. And all these actions can be pre-configured, and the parameters that the trader decides to input on the strategy, it's automated via the bot. So the bot would basically be doing the decisions for you based on the parameters that you choose.
Cool. So I know that you have on the platform something intriguingly called a bot store. Tell me about the bot store on your platform.
That's one of the crucial and parts of what we're doing, because basically the bot store connects everybody, yeah, and that's how it works. If you're an experienced trader and you have a really good strategy, or you have many strategies, you could potentially profit with one of those strategies by putting that strategy on the marketplace, on the bot store. And by doing that, people with no knowledge, very little knowledge in trading, could rent the strategy from you or from the trader. And you're basically connecting experts and beginners via the marketplace. And this opens up a whole new market for people that want also to profit from crypto trading. Now there's no more barriers. So we have a common point, a common platform that's basically for everybody. The experience should be the simplest possible. And this is pretty much what we are trying to achieve with the marketplace, making this accessible to everybody regardless of your level of expertise.
And Philipe, is your target market a global target market in terms of customers? And what would you hope to achieve in terms of growth, number of users, countries, things like that?
Yeah, it's definitely a global product because trading is global. Everybody around the world is just frenetic about this new industry of trading. Cryptos, which also reflects into trading. You have all these exchanges spread around the world. So the masses are just claiming to trade and use cryptos. It's growing exponentially. We see on research, the statistics is doubling up on a monthly basis. It's just insane. And we are definitely intending to go global, do lots of localizations, because the potential again is huge. Mm-hmm. And in terms of the customer base, we have all those two audiences, retail traders with different levels, and also people that actually want to get into this crypto trading. And the predictions, or actually the planning that we are having, that we are doing now, we would like to have at least 5,000 active users when the product is launched. We have some really good numbers to back this. We have more than 20,000 downloads of our demo. A lot of people have showed already interest on really using the bots, which is something very, very positive for us. It has lots of good positive feedback on what we should improve, what could be done better. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is a product, this is a platform building for the actual community. And they get to decide where we are going with some features. And yeah, that's pretty much what our approach is in terms of, you know, the audiences, how many people we're expecting, and how we want them to participate on the decision makers on where the platform is going as well. So yeah.
And so how many traders would your research tell you are registered and active trading cryptocurrency today? Just out of, doesn't have to be an exact figure, but approximately.
So we did a research that was probably some time ago. We tried to collect as much information as possible. It's quite hard to actually find this granular level of detail, but we came to the conclusion that was around, at that time, 30 million active crypto traders on cryptos, of course. And this number grows even more when we are talking about traditional trading, which is, you know, somehow step by step migrating, or also doing the trades with cryptos. So the market is huge. So on a $400 billion industry today, we know about the volatility, but the prediction says from the experts that there will probably be $1 trillion industry by the end of the year. So the money is there, the audience is there, the interest is there, and it's actually just growing exponentially. So we have high hopes.
Great.
And you have another USP, where we were talking about, you have AI. So they're not just trading bots, they're artificial intelligence bots. How does that change things up?
Yeah, it's a really good question as well, because when you actually create our strategies, we are basically telling the bot what to do via indicators and safeties, and there are primary, or let's just put that way, there's basic indicators, moving average indicators, like Fibonacci, Ichimoku clouds, and EMA. So all those indicators, they have a certain degree of accuracy, if you will, and based on that, based on how you can also customize that, you can increase the level of accuracy on predictions. When you start talking about machine learning and AI in trading, so basically we're talking about here is actually improving even more the level of accuracy. And people go, how is that possible? Because the machine learning algorithms and the AI, when I say machine learning and AI, is basically machine learning algorithms. So people are like, AI, everything is AI these days. I'm just explaining that. So sometimes people ask, what's the difference between one and the other? I'll go back into that. But basically what we have to account is you can be the best trader with the best indicators, and you let your strategy running. And one of the example is if somebody with influence go on the internet, on the television, and say something that affects the market, your strategy is gone. And that happens because there is no elements on the AI, on the actual trading, on the actual algorithm. So we have all of different data sets, like crowd wisdom, which is the sentiment analysis. We have different data feeders, like official website or government websites that make announcements, influencers, social influencers, as well as single individuals within just your platform. There's so many different sources of data that if you can pick that, quantify, qualify, and translate that into an algorithm that could improve the decision making of the bot, so therefore increasing the level of the quality of the predictions. Yeah, so that's how the machine learning aspect of incorporates into the trading. So you have all those other indicators plus these other machine learning and AI algorithms that will fed into the whole strategy to improve the level of accuracy. So that's how machine learning plays the role within Gimmer.
And does that mean that over time the bots get smarter because they're learning, if you will, about how things happen and why they happen, and then they take that into account? Or is there a certain amount of learning that's built into the system from day one?
Yeah, sure. That's a good question as well. Very interesting. Ultimately, what we want to achieve, and that's going to be a really hard task for our data science team, is to make the bot learn by itself. And what happens is you have your strategy, you have the data that you want the bot to keep analyzing, and at the end of a certain period, the bot will check with probably human interference as well to say, hey bot, you get that right or you got that wrong. And by that point in time, the machine will learn. So that's why it's machine learning. It will learn by the results of what has been measured, right? And ultimately, we want to have that bot that it doesn't need the human input to carry on and being adjusted so it can keep going. And there's a lot of different things you can do about it, not just on the actual trade, but how you collect the data to feed into the trade. By no means I'm an expert in machine learning and AI, just want to flag that. That's not my background. If there's a more technical and specific question, I can direct to our AI experts in the team, but I understand from a high level point of view. But I find this fascinating and interesting. It's so fascinating. And I'm actually curious to learn even more about this because it's just very, very crucial and important for what we're doing. But that's pretty much it.
Mm. So I guess the next question we have to ask you is a more difficult one. You were midway through your ICO and you decided to call a halt. Mm-hmm. And that was a very difficult and very brave decision to make. So perhaps can you tell us why you made that decision,
sure.
What you've learned from it, and I guess then going forward, what will happen? So why did you make the choice to stop? That was a difficult choice.
Of course. So first of all, as you said, it was a very tough decision to make. Wasn't easy at all. We basically had a lot of feedback that came to us in regards to many aspects of the business, the actual business model, how the token will be used within the ecosystem, which was at that time a fair statement for us as a pay-as-you-go service. Lots of challenges came on that. We have also the ability to actually improve the smart contracts, so we could actually reach out to more investors. So our first smart contract was quite rigid and didn't allow us to actually have a private round or a pre-sale round that wasn't arranged by the smart contracts. And therefore, by having that, we let a lot of good investors down by that. Also, we had to rethink on the tokenomics, on the token structure. We didn't quite get that right as well. And taking all of that into consideration and all the feedback, people say, look, you guys are making a money-making product. It's a no-brainer what you guys are doing, trying to do. And we just, we listen to the feedback. We understand the potential of Gimmer, the product, the platform. And it's very important for us to account on all those feedback, on those messages. So we do not compromise the product on the overall journey. So by doing that, by listening, we decided, okay, we can actually come back with a much better offer with a much better utility for the token based on our business model, with the support of the community and the early investors that for somehow we let them down so they can come on board now. And we can make this again because the product is awesome. It's super good. And we step up. We admit that we did some mistakes, and that's no problem whatsoever, especially doing this for the first time. And we are here to compensate that. Everybody that believed in us and is still believing, they are getting a really good a bonus, a really good offer to stay with us. And that reflects in either tokens on exclusive benefits on the platform. We really appreciate everybody that are staying with us because that just proves the point that they believe in the product, which is awesome. And we're going to make this even better. So I hope that explains.
Mm-hmm.
When is the, do you have a date yet for when you will go back into an ICO phase?
Yeah, so we are doing 3 rounds. Now we are in the private round. After that, we do the pre-sale round and the public sale. Actually, we don't have a specific date yet, but we are planning to do that in May. So that's our assumption for now. So there is this probably 6 weeks gap there. And yeah, so that's where we are at the moment on the private round to fund the project forward, which is we are very close to bring all those private investors and then pre-sale and then public sale. So things are moving really fast on our side.
Good. So you're back in the private round now, and how's that going?
Yes, yeah. It was as I mentioned, it's really good. We have really solid leads that we are in the process of pitching, expressing all the changes, and they're really super excited about that. So that's their response. That brings us even more confidence that what we're doing, it's the right thing, just because of the support. So as soon as we have good news to share into that, we'll definitely publicize and make announcements. So the community also is entitled to know all those changes. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's pretty much where we are.
Wow. And you said that you have a very strong community. You have 20,000 downloads. So those people are hanging around and waiting for what's happening next.
Yes, we have also a group of in Discord. It's a Discord app. We have a beta tester group. We are letting them express what they would like to see, and equally we are sharing our progress on the development. Everything that is being done, it's now being shared. We decided to go full speed. The tech team is doing a fantastic job on moving forward with the development of the simulator, which is, by the way, it's going to be a feature that we are bringing forward on our roadmap, so people can actually do the trades, but not with real money, with money that we just choose, fake money, but they can see the bot working, they can see the performance, they can see the results. And when the time comes, we just shift from simulator mode to game on mode, and people can do the real trades with their real money on their exchanges. So we are bringing this feature forward to the community that actually is interested on the product, that downloaded that app, and a lot of efforts are being done so we can deliver this very soon.
And when do you expect the product to be available for mass consumption? I'm one of your supporters in the first token sale, so I'm definitely interested in your product. I'm an active trader, so I am interested in knowing when you're going to have the product available so that we can all use it.
All right, so we are trying to keep the commitment of bringing the actual trading bot to trading real cryptos by June. That was per the first roadmap. That's what we want. That comes as well with a lot of advice from legals. As soon as you start doing something with money from people, and you have to have the T's and C's in place in order for that to happen. Because people are now raising, okay, if you postpone if you're actually doing the other token sale, how does that actually impact the roadmap? We still working that out, but as far as we are aware, and when the fund comes, that our top of our priority is to make everything possible for us to launch products, the trading platform in June. The simulator will come beforehand, so you can get a glimpse, get a good taste of how actually is the new platform with the new designs and the new experience that we are offering. And hopefully in June, you guys will be able to use the trading bots, the real trading bots. So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully the cryptocurrency markets will be behaving themselves a little bit more by the time that happens.
Yeah, that's all about the markets. Just so much volatile, ups and downs. That's the reality, really. The market now I would say, is not mild. It's actually going down. I can see Ether now at that point of 691. Yeah.
Right.
So it was 800, and then they had that incident, that event in Binance. I don't know. This is what I have read about it, and that kind of affected the price. But this is the world of cryptos. It's not stable now. Probably won't be for the for the time being. But at some point, it will work, and hopefully the markets will recover, and we will see everything is green. When you go to an exchange and see all the coins, they're all green.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. It is definitely it's been a hard week on crypto. The SEC in the US.
Oh yeah.
You know, they weren't helpful either. The equity markets as well are suffering. Trump and all of the nonsense that's going on over there with the trade wars and things like that. So it's volatile all over. But yeah, hopefully by the time we get to the June timeframe, things will be a little bit better, similar to maybe the way they were in November.
Yes.
And it'll be a much more pleasant place. But all this is good. I'm in it for the long run. I know Jillian's in it for the long run. I'm sure you guys are also in it for the long run, and that's really what we're about, right? We're about the future and where cryptocurrency is going. So.
Yeah. And I must say, I like two things particularly. One is the fact that what you're delivering to retail traders, as well as the experienced ones, is a lot of the AI that the big institutions use. So that's so cool that somebody can rent a bot or use a bot or lease a bot and up their skill level. That's really cool. And I also hope that by the time June comes and your project is walking again, that your new baby will be, how old would your baby be at that stage? Nearly walking stage?
Probably, yeah. So the baby will start walking at the same time as the Gimmer start walking. That's actually
he's a brave man. You're a brave man to have a baby and an ICO at the same time. I'm very impressed.
I didn't plan that, but it's good. It's positive, and both challenges are very hard.
Yeah.
But I can say that probably the baby is easier.
Oh dear Lord. But I must say, I think both Morgan and I, we admire the stance you took, because it wasn't an easy one to take. And we wish you every success in going forward. I think Morgan, you'll agree with me there. It's a brave thing to do.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm a supporter. Gimmer's in my portfolio for sure.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I can't wait to start trading.
Sure. Well, I'm actually really looking forward to make this happen, and with your support, and thank you for participating in the ICO, on the token sale. I keep saying ICO, but it's actually a token
sale. Yeah.
I just want to thank you very much, very, very much for your support, for believing in us, for staying with us. All your feedback and your encouragement is what makes the difference to push us and make us going. And because, again, the product's there's a huge potential, huge market, the world's changing, the economy is changing, and Gimmer, it could be crucial on this to make people achieve their, financial success. So, that's what our intentions are with the product as well. That's the value we want to bring to you. So thank you so much, really, for your support. It's meaningful. Thank you. The company, thank you to the other people, the team. I'm talking on behalf of the team now, and it's very important for us. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Jillian, you want to wrap up?
Well, I just want to say it's very nice to be able to know somebody, because there's so many ICOs going around the place. it's a great privilege, and thank you for your time, because it's nice to see the person behind an ICO, behind a project, and you're obviously very enthused and excited and curious and keen to trade yourself. So I think that's always a great sign that when the promoter and CEO is as enthused as you are. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, indeed. Hopefully we'll see each other again. We plan to do more webinars, to hold more AMAs. We had a webinar before, was super positive, so much good feedback, and people encouraging us as well. So anytime, guys, if you have any questions or want to comment anything, reach out to us. We are always available for either a chatting session, a webinar, or AMA. We are available. Any questions, reach out to us. We are working hard to make this happen, and together we can. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, girls. Keep using the pin, yeah? Keep using the pin.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.